In today's video, we shall be ranking all the 11 main abilities in Bullet Echo, from the not so strong abilities to the most useful and powerful abilities. But before we get into the video, here's a fun fact you should know. Only 23% of all the viewers of this channel are subscribed. If you enjoy the videos and find some value in them, take a second to leave a like and smash the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video. This video will be ranking the main hero abilities. The main hero ability is the first one that appears right here, and some of these abilities can be found on 2 heroes, others can be found on 3 heroes, and there are some which are unique to only 1 hero. We shall be looking at the strongest abilities that present a very huge danger to the enemy and at the same time can also help the team in certain situations. And starting right away in number 11, we have the breakaway ability. Now the breakaway ability can be found on only 1 hero, and that is Mirage. This ability is excellent for a quick escape in situations when you need to quickly get away from an enemy, and at the same time it also gives a speed boost which can allow you to move faster as you try to dodge the enemy attacks. The ability can be very useful to players who are very skilled with Mirage, in that speed boost that it gives them allows them to move extremely fast, in addition to extra speed boosts that they get from striking the enemy and making a kill. This makes them even much faster. And yeah, I guess that's it for the breakaway ability. In number 10, we have the blink ability. Now the blink ability is similar to the breakaway in that, in the case of the breakaway ability, Mirage jumps backwards, whereas for the blink ability, the hero jumps forward. This ability can be found on 2 heroes, that's Dragoon and Arnie. The reason why I would say that blink ability is better than the breakaway ability is because the blink ability does damage. When the hero lands, damage is done to all enemies who are close to that hero, and that jump damage can really make a difference, especially against smaller heroes. Yeah, I think that's it for the blink ability. In number 9, we have the turrets. Now the turrets is an ability that can be found on only 1 hero, and that is Leviathan. These turrets can be placed on the ground and they will shoot at any enemy that passes in front of them. They can be very dangerous traps if used well, and we also have to note that they do more damage than Leviathan's main gun. So you definitely don't want to pass right in front of these turrets because they will melt you even faster than the main weapon of this hero. In number 8, we have the rockets. The rocket ability can be found on 2 heroes, and that is Doc and Smog. This rocket can destroy small heroes like Raven and sometimes even Ghost, but most other heroes can survive a direct rocket hit. The main advantage of rockets is that they can break shields and force fields, which makes the heroes that carry these shields very vulnerable for a few seconds as the shields cool down, which can allow Doc and Smog to attack without these heroes being able to defend themselves. In number 7, we have the Suppression ability. Now the Suppression ability is an ability that can be found on 1 hero, and that is Bertha. She basically stops moving and shoots in any direction of her choice for as long as her ammo can last. So she can basically shoot until her gun runs out of ammo. When these bullets strike enemies, the enemies are slowed down and they can't really move very fast to escape, and this makes it even easier for her to take down enemies. In general, this ability does a lot of damage, and I believe with 6 gears equipped, she gets much more piercing power, which allows her to do even more damage to enemies behind walls. In number 6, we have the grenade ability, which can be found on heroes like Sparkle, Freddy and Firefly. The grenades can definitely be frustrating, and they definitely do a good amount of damage, which allows them to completely destroy very small heroes like Angel and Raven, and also finish off large heroes who have been seriously injured. That's all there is to the grenades. You just have to know how to use them to take off a bit of health from your enemies before finally finishing them off with your gun. And then we move on to number 5, and that is the thermovision. Now, thermovision is a pretty awesome ability. This thermovision ability can be found on heroes like Slayer and Levi. It allows you to basically shoot through walls, which means enemies cannot hide behind walls and be safe when this ability exists. You have to note that wall density reduces the damage to the enemy, and there are some walls which are too thick to allow your bullets to go through them at all. In number 4, we have the force field ability, also known as the ground shield. The force field ability can be found on heroes like Satoshi and Blot. Now, the ground shield is placed down on the ground and it stays there. It's a stationary shield, and one of the other things that it can do is it can trap enemies. The moment you get into contact with this force field, you won't be able to move, and this is going to make it easier for Satoshi or Blot to finish you off. We also have to note that Slayer can shoot through the shield, so you have to be careful about that. He won't do the full damage that it does, but if you're low on health and Slayer shoots through the shield, he will definitely be able to take you out. In number 3, we have the shield. Now, the shield is portable. The hero can carry it around while destroying enemies and protecting themselves at the same time. This ability can be found on heroes like Angel, Bastion, and Hurricane. But you also have to note that Slayer can also shoot through the shield. So Slayer is able to shoot through all types of shields as long as he has enough piercing power. And then we move on to number 2. We have the scan ability. Now, the scan ability allows you to reveal all enemies within a given radius, including invisible enemies like ghosts and Stalker. It's very important to use in all game modes, and it also helps the team greatly. This ability can be found on heroes like Raven and Cyclops. And then finally, in number 1, the strongest ability in the game, in my opinion, is Invisibility. This ability can be found on heroes like Stalker and Ghost, and they basically become invisible, and that means they can't be seen. On coming out of invisibility, they get a damage buff, but they can't shoot for about, I think it's half a second. It's basically a very fun ability to use, and it's also a scary ability because the worst enemy to face is one that you can't even see. Invis heroes can also act as spotters for the team. For example, a ghost can move forward and check out the area, and if they see enemies, then a Bertha behind him can take out those enemies. Yeah, I think that's it for today's video. Just wanted to rank all the main abilities in the game. And yeah, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
We are just shadows.